At the moment, I'm rereading one of my favorite books on the philosophy of education. It's called Educational Wastelands by Arthur Bester. And this book is a critique of public education and what became of public education as a consequence of progressivism. Now, in the first chapter, he raises what I think is one of the most important questions to be answered by any educator, and that is, what is the standard of success in education? By what standard do we know we have achieved our purpose, that the child's education has been a success? I think there are countless ways that people go wrong in attempting to answer this question. For example, the language in the public debate right now is that they have to be prepared for college and career. What does this really matter? What does this really mean? What it means in practice is that they need to cultivate a resume that looks competitive and is impressive enough to gain them admission to the top colleges in the world today. Some say that the goal is that they be equipped for life in the modern world. So if that's set as the goal, what usually happens is that emphasis ends up being on technology and multiculturalism. Some say the goal is socialization, in which case the focus is on things such as their ability to work in groups. Others say the goal is to cultivate a love of learning, in which case usually processes or methods or appealing to the child's interests are elevated above specific content. Well, I want to at least indicate my view of what constitutes success in education. The goal is fundamentally conceptual. It's intellectual. The goal of education is that we give the child the knowledge and skills that he needs in order to be a mature, informed, intelligent, efficacious adult. That's the goal. It's to train his mind, to give him the knowledge and skills he needs for success in adulthood. So what does that mean? It means that he knows history. He knows the events and people and ideas that shaped the history of the world and that are the foundations for freedom and that gave rise to this country, the United States. It means they know science. They know it in a way that makes the world intelligible to them. They walk out the door and they see things in terms of principles and categories and integrated observations that make sense of the way the physical world operates. They know math. They know the logical precision involved in doing math, and they understand how math relates to the quantification and description of the physical world around them. They've read lots and lots of great literature and been exposed to different authors' views on life and have learned the process of looking at the world in terms of those integrated philosophical views. They know how to write. They know how to take the information in their heads. They know how to make it purposeful, directed, clear. They are grammatical. They have a rich vocabulary. They have all the skills necessary to refine and make precise and express clearly the thoughts in their heads. Measuring this success is challenging, no doubt. It's not as easy as a fill in the bubble test. It's challenging. But in my view, nothing short of these standards constitutes success in education at all.